2019 Milwaukee Bucks reminds me a lot of the 2009 Orlando Magic. You had these two freakish athletic big men in the post and you surround them with shooters. We saw it in 2009 with Orlando Magic. We're seeing it right now in 2019 with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Only difference between those two players is that Giannis Antetokounmpo can basically have the ball in his hands and operate on the fast break transition and also make plays for others. And Dwight Howard's kind of really stuck in the paint in the post. Even though Dwight Howard was extremely dominant in the post, he also was a dominant defender and a much better two-way player than Giannis Antetokounmpo. That being said, though, I'm a little worried about the Milwaukee Bucks because in tight situations, we've seen that Giannis Antetokounmpo can't really close games. And we've seen the same thing with the Orlando Magic with Dwight Howard in 2009 when they were in the NBA Finals and basically needed to win a game against the Los Angeles Lakers, which could have changed the course of the series. They went to Courtney Lee, tried to make an alley-oop layup, and he unfortunately missed. But that's the same thing. They couldn't go to Dwight Howard because Dwight Howard couldn't score outside of 5 feet, and Dwight Howard was a bad free throw shooter, and Dwight Howard couldn't, he never really developed his game on the offensive side of the ball. He was just a dunker and a guy that can, block shots and is great, phenomenal two-way player, and he had a Hall of Fame career. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the similar things that happen that when the games are tight, they go to Chris Middleton. They don't go to Giannis Antetokounmpo because Giannis can't score at all 3 levels. And if Giannis wants to take his game to the next level, he must, I'm not even going to say score at all 3 levels. I'm going to say he must be consistent at 2 levels on the basketball floor because not everybody's going to develop a 3-point shot. But if he can develop a mid-range game, he's going to be unstoppable. And then if he can develop learning how to close at tight moments and in key games, potentially what you can see is Giannis Antetokounmpo being unstoppable and potentially he has the talent to be NBA's next Mount Rushmore type of player if he works on his game over the course of the next, his long career that's ahead of him. But it worries me because, like I said, you cannot rely on role players to win you key games. I don't care what anybody says. That's why I have a hard time putting Giannis Antetokounmpo over the Kawhi Leonards, the LeBron Jameses, the Stephen Currys, the Paul George, because everybody talks about dunks and the stats and the highlights and the stories, but nobody really understands the concepts of angles and key games and scoring in the half court, breaking down your fifth defender, scoring in the half court offense. That's what makes you a superstar. That's when this guy can go out and give me a bucket no matter what defense the opposing team is doing. So that's what worries me about Giannis Antetokounmpo. But that being said, I'm still picking the Milwaukee Bucks to go out and win the NBA Finals because I still think they have a better team than the Golden State Warriors without Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant's not 100% healthy, I think that the Milwaukee Bucks, with their team that they have in place and the shooters they have surrounded around Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think they're going to beat the Golden State Warriors, especially if Kevin Durant does not play. Because even though the Golden State Warriors have Stephen Curry, they have Klay Thompson, 2 of the greatest shooters in the history of the game, the best shooting backcourt ever, the Milwaukee Bucks have more shooters than the Golden State Warriors. Iguodala, Draymond Green, Sean Livingston, Quinn Cook, who else they have? All those guys aren't better shooters than George Hill, Chris Middleton, Mirotic, Lopez, Rodman. They're not better shooters than those guys. So if you have a group of shooters surrounded by Giannis Antetokounmpo that can potentially match up with the Golden State Warriors, or even not even match up, can potentially outshoot the Golden State Warriors, then you have a better chance of winning the finals than the Golden State Warriors. So that's my opinion on what's going to happen in the finals. But I just wanted to make this video just to talk about how this 2019 Milwaukee Bucks is very, very similar to the 2000 Orlando Magic. The only difference is, to me, is that I believe that the Orlando Magic, who fell to Los Angeles Lakers, I don't believe that the 2019 Milwaukee Bucks are going to fall to the Golden State Warriors.